And Paulina, if you can mute everybody for me, that would be amazing. So I'm literally just going to like rattle through my notes from the power day. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 pages. It's a bit bitty, mainly because it's kind of like different speakers from the day and things, but hopefully like everybody will take away some information from it. It was really, really useful. So obviously, Paulina, for you, this is probably just going to be like a duplicate of information, but sometimes that's cool anyway. And obviously, if there's stuff I left slightly early, so if we get enough time and I get to the end and there's bits from the end of the day, then wicked, you can hop in and do the end bit. So if you'll need a notepad. So if you've got a notepad, cool. And obviously it'll be recorded as well, so you can go back through it. So I'm literally just going to like rattle through because I want to get as much in as I can. So my first thing that I took away from it was the sentence of doing the do. So treating your business like a business and it will pay you like a business. Treating your business like a hobby and it pays you like a hobby. Now I've said that like a million times before, but it's really true. So the last 3 months, my pay, I have had about £500 more in the like every month for the last 3 months. So a massive increase on my wages, and that's because I've pulled my finger out of my arse and actually done more work. So I've kind of coasted for a little while, and now that I have sort of really applied myself and treated my business more like my business, my monthly income is much better. So it absolutely works. So for me, that's like a really big thing. Business, treat it like a business and it pays you like a business. Consistency, we say it every month, we say it every day almost. But it fits into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories I put down from one of the speakers. So if you write these down, so it's consistency of your DMO, of contact, of Zooms. I'm going to try and say this not too quick. I can see Jane's pen like frantically burning the page. Customer care. And then the final one is team, and in brackets, targets. So your DMO, everybody's DMO will be different. I've said to Chloe the other day that your DMO will be specifically for you and how you run your day. So if you've got kids, then it will fit around your kids. Some of you might have 1 job, some of you might have 2 jobs. But you don't have to have a really crazy DMO. My DMO now, I've really stripped it back and it's really quite basic. So sort of the main kind of focus is on my DMO are wishing people happy birthday, adding people every day, following up with customers, kind of the simple stuff. I'm keeping it kind of real back to basics. So that's the DMO. The contact bullet point. So you have to be contacting people. People won't always come to you. So it's about you contacting people and getting them to approach you. So half of the time, my orders come from me contacting other people or me approaching other people. So that might be seeing someone's Facebook status that says they've got no money or they hate their job or they're having a bad day. And I then approach that person. So contact. Zooms, obviously we're doing them now. We now do them every Wednesday, which is a regular thing. And I'm really pleased that we're still doing them. It'll be good to get everybody in the team on one day, but we'll deal with that another time. But it's good for that consistency. Like Betsy is still awake, so she's running around at the moment. She should definitely be in bed, but she can wait for half an hour. Customer care is my next one. So that's vital. So give your customers the best. And obviously I don't doubt for a second any of you do this, but this is like really, really important. And this is something that I actually, hand on my heart, probably didn't do the best that I could at the beginning when I joined the business like 4 or 5 years ago, just because I didn't really know what to do. We didn't have the support group like we have now. There wasn't any sort of like health plans and things. So all of that's been like evolving over time. So now we've got the best possible tools to help people. So giving customers the best and make them feel special. So check in with them. Make them feel like they're the only customer, and it doesn't take a long time. Like a voice note, I try and voice note a lot of my customers just because it's so much easier and it makes them feel much more personal. It doesn't look like a copied and pasted voice note, it's you just saying, hey, just checking in, how you getting on, do you like shakes, or just making sure you're remembering to take your capsules. Like, I send a lot of those to my customers, and that makes a big difference. The final one, team and having targets. So all of you ideally need to have targets in your head or on paper. So you've got something that you're reaching towards. So something as simple as getting 3 customers a month and a new team member a month, or a target of 5 customers a month. Or you could be even more specific and say you want to get 3 shake customers and 2 capsule customers, but have them as targets. So each time you achieve that, that's something then that you can be proud of, and we can share that, and we can like put plans in place to help you work towards those, rather than just kind of plodding through and saying, I'm going to get as much as I can this month. Sometimes that's not good enough, and sometimes that doesn't help. Like, I used to do that a lot and say, I'm just going to get as many orders as I possibly can. But if you've not got numbers and figures and targets in mind, it's really hard to push yourself for 30 whole days of a month to continue doing that. Whereas if I say I want to do 5 customers, then every customer I get, I tick that off on my target. And then when you've got like over halfway through, it really pushes you to keep going. So make sure you've always got targets at the beginning of every month. I always write on the first of every month my what I want to achieve for that month. So like this month I wrote down 10 new customers and 2 new team members, and every time I get a customer, I go back to the 1st of October and I tick another tick next to that target. So I'm constantly like working back through myself. And then what else have I put here? That's skipping. So that's all really cool. Never give up. So obviously that goes without saying. So a couple of the people speaking on the weekend are people that have all been in a position where they started their business. A lot of them get to a point where they're stuck and get to a point where they almost want to quit and their business isn't growing and they don't really know what to do. But the one thing that all of those people have in common is that they've never given up. And now all of them people that stood on that stage and spoke are just ordinary people. And it's really hard to kind of picture that when you hear that these people are earning like 5 grand, 10 grand a month, but they genuinely are. Like when you see them face to face, and like one of the guys that spoke, he lives like up the road from me. And these people are earning like a lot of money and they're doing exactly the same thing as us. But the one thing that they just never did is they never gave up. And so it's easy to quit. Like that's one thing one of them said, like it's really easy to quit, but if you don't quit, then your business will always continue to grow. If you've not got your why either in a picture, in your notebook or something, then that's really important. So your why could be anything. So this is something that you need to refer to all of the time, either just in your head, posting about it on Facebook, telling people about it, but your why can be anything. So for me, obviously it will be my family and Betsy. Those of you, well, everybody, it might be your family, but it might be the reason why you're doing this business is because you want to do it full time and give up your job, or you might want to make new friends. So for everybody has a different reason why they want to do this business and why they started and why they want to make it successful. So no matter how long you've been in the business, the why might keep on changing, but you always need a why as to what you're focusing on. Like when you have an office job, or like when I was a PA before I did this, I went to work because I had to go and pay my bills and I wanted to go on holiday and things. And so that was my reason why I went and did that. So this business is no different in terms of how you're focusing and channeling your mind as to why you're doing things. And then I've just got like a couple of points here of, to excel, you must keep going. So no one's ever going to be good at something if they quit or they stop or they just kind of coast along. So no different with my dancing, in that I am good at it because I kept on going. Like I had loads of times where I thought, bloody hell, why am I doing this? But the more and more you push on through, then the more you excel at something. And this business is no different. And the business is all about helping others. So you almost need to forget the fact that the business is helping you, because that's just a given, that just happens. But the more you focus on helping other people, is then the business will just work for you. So have a big vision for yourself and for your customers. So a vision for what you want to achieve from the business, but a vision of who you want to help and how many people you want to help, and make that vision really big. What else have I put down here? My notes are like proper all over the place. Find sorry, I'm like reading this. Oh yeah, so like finding what you're good at. So everybody's good at something. This was some Irish chick. I'll get her name because she was amazing. This Irish girl spoke, and she said that everybody is good at something. So in this business, some people are good at giving people confidence to try. Yeah, that's the one, Paulina. So some people are good at giving people confidence. Some people are good at the customer care side of things. Some people are good at recruiting. So channeling on what you're good at. So for me personally, I would say my thing that I am particularly good and I excel at is giving people confidence and getting customers. So I just kind of naturally find it easy to post about myself on Facebook and blog my life. And as a result of that, I've built a following. So find what you're good at and run with it. Doesn't mean you need to forget the other stuff, but remember, everybody is good at something. And that's why we're a good team, because someone like Paulina is amazing at recruiting. Chloe as well, amazing at getting these people in their team. Jane absolutely smashes customer orders every single month, is absolutely killing it. And so that's why we can all come together and share our ideas and things. But you don't ever want to compare yourself to somebody else and think, oh God, Paulina's recruited 10 people this month and I've recruited none, or Jane's got 20 customers this month and I've got one. It's about going to those people and getting help and asking and saying, well, how are you doing this? Like, talk to me. And if you ever see the team that are doing things and you think, oh, I want to know how, post in the team page. The team page is for everybody to post in. Like, I go and message some of you direct and say, oh my God, bloody hell, how the hell are you doing this? Can you speak on the Zoom? But use the team page. Like, I'm one of the only people that post in there, but it's not my team page, it's our team page. So if you want to know what other people are doing and it's not a Zoom call day, post your questions. Like, your questions will never be stupid, they will never be ignored, and someone will help you. And it doesn't matter if someone's only been in the business like a couple of weeks. If they're doing something and it's working really well, then we can share those ideas. And then visualize where you're going. So where your business is going this month, in the next month, but then visualize where your business is going to be in a year's time, and have those on your vision board so that you can like really see the business, see the bigger picture, not just working month by month. Like, people, when I had my office job, like, I would always be kind of working ahead of myself. So although I'd go in and I'd go, right, this week I need to do X, Y, and Z tasks, this month I need to do X, Y, and Z, but in 3 months time I'm going on holiday. And so you need to have the same for this business too. You really want to be looking for short-term goals and long-term goals. Someone on the weekend also said that Juice Plus, the company, is giving people the best health. So we all feel that, but that's what the company is doing. Juice Plus is giving people confidence. So it's giving people confidence that are doing the business, but it's giving, like, some of my customers are completely different people now that they've changed their health and their lifestyle. So you're giving people confidence, and Juice Plus is giving people the best life. So that's more kind of along the business side of it, I think they were referring to, but that's equally customers and us. Like, I literally have the best life I could ever have. Like, yes, I could earn more money. Yes, I want to be able to put Kane into retirement early and or at least do like part-time because he loves his job. But I get to spend every single day at home. Like, I haven't been to work for somebody else for like 3 years now. Like, I do what I want when I want to do it. I go where I want. I have nobody to answer to. And I'm just like normal. I'm a normal person. Like, I go to dance and people treat me no different to anybody else, and I have to kind of sit and watch people moan about their jobs or moan that they're tired in the day, and like, literally anybody can do it. And so Juice Plus really is giving people the best lives, and it's not just happening for people that are started like 5 years ago or more years ago. Like, it's happening still now. So never think that you've got into it too late or anything, because it's absolutely not the case. Like, there's people speaking on stage at the weekend that kind of got their promotions over the last couple of months, and some of them kind of got an extra kind of £20,000 running through their business in the last couple of months. So it just goes to show that there's still a huge network out there for people to tap into. If you look after your business, if you look after other people, then your business will look after itself. So that's a big one to take into account. So you kind of have to switch off from the fact that you're running a business. Like, obviously we know we're running a business, but the more you concentrate on business, it becomes very hard. The more you think about helping other people, like I wake up every day and think, who can I help today? And if you wake up with that mindset, then you'll get an order, then you'll get a new person through your team. So it's more about helping the person and other people, whether you know them or don't know them. I add everybody with the intention of helping them. I don't just add people and think, oh, you're just another number on my 4,500 friend list. You're someone I could help, regardless if I know you, I've ever seen you before. Like 9 times out of 10 now, I'm adding people I've got no idea who they are, but I want to help them, because every single one of them people, if they're not on our products, they can improve their health. So if your mindset is channeled in on helping other people, then your business will just tick along and work much better. One of the ladies from the office, she spoke, and I'm not going to go through it all because it's all about like percentages of commission and all that jazz, but just for the first sort of 2 positions. So if you come into the business like a dealer, everybody comes in as a dealer, and you're on 10% commission. Oh, Nina, it's being recorded, so you can watch it back, love. So everyone that comes in as a dealer and you earn 10% commission, your incentive to get to a direct distributor means you earn 14% commission. So you have a pay rise of 4%, which is actually amazing. If you're getting customers every month, then that 4% goes a really long way. So you never want to kind of think, oh, I'm at this position now, I'll just stay there, because the more you increase, the more commission you're getting. Exactly like if you're a direct distributor, which is the second position up, and you're on that 14% commission, if you work your way up to a senior direct distributor, SDD, your commission then goes up again. So then you're on 17% commission. So from a dealer, when you first come into the business, two promotions up, which is not even that difficult to get, and you earn another 7% commission. Like, you're almost doubling your commission from the start, and you can do that in 1 month. So the money value increases loads, but then also you get the opportunity to also get bonuses. So never join the business and think, I'll just sit and coast along here. Like, you really want to push yourself and think that you can really then go and get to the next levels, because you don't just want to sit there. You want to like get the best you can. Like, my last bonus was £3,600. Like, I got paid that into my bank in 1 month on top of my wages. Like, I think my pay packet that month was something like £6,500 in 1 month into my account. Like, I've never had that sort of money in my life. Like, that was insane. And it just pinged on in there on the 10th of the month, just because I've just kept building my business. So you need to absolutely think like that as well. Now, I've got 3 sentences that you all need to write down. So the first one is belief in the product. The second one is belief in the business. And then the third one is belief in myself. Now, underneath each of those things, you need to rate it out of 10. So how much do you believe in the products? Number out of 10. How much do you believe in the business? Number out of 10. And how much do you believe in yourself? Number out of 10. So we did this on Saturday. And for me personally, I'll tell you what I did. You might have different. So my belief in the product is a 10 out of 10. Like, it's a bulletproof product. It's been there for so many years. For me personally, I absolutely love it. It's given me many health benefits, and I, hand on my heart, will take it for the rest of my life. My belief in the business, 10 out of 10. I see people, I'm doing well, but I see people underneath me, you guys doing well. I see people above me doing well. So there's an absolute belief that the business works. And then I put belief in myself as an 8 out of 10. And so we need to work on making sure that all these align. And if all of these align, then your business will align too and will work with it. Like, everybody has this self-doubt. And we shouldn't have that, because if you've got 100% belief in a product and 100% belief in the business that you're running, then you should believe in yourself to be able to carry that through. So whatever you've scored there, like really have a look at it. If you've not got a full belief in the product, then keep taking the products, try other products if you're not on all of them. If you've not got a full belief in the business, like come and speak to me, like directly message me, have a phone call with me. Like I'll make you see how normal I am. Like literally just this like 5 foot small person living in Bristol. Like there's nothing special about me at all. But I've made this business work, like literally just on my phone. Like, yeah, I'm a lazy cow sometimes, but I've always got my phone in my hand. So I'm making the business work from it. So you need to make sure all of these 3 things are aligning. And if you've not got the belief in yourself, then you need to go away and have a real talk to yourself about why you've not got a full belief in yourself, about why your belief in yourself isn't a 10 out of 10. Now, mine was an 8 out of 10, and I don't know why, but that's something I'm massively going to work on. Like, what can I do in my lifestyle to make me a 10 out of 10 in the belief I have in myself to get myself to the next level? Because if I start thinking with a 10 out of 10 mindset, then my business will only be able to follow. Then one of the other speakers from the Saturday is the business is the same for everybody. It's what you put into it that makes it. So we've all got the same resources. We've all got the same tools. We've all got a phone. We've all got Wi-Fi. We've all got Facebook. We've all got Instagram, most of us. We've all got the same tools. Like we've all got a voice. We've all are on the products, hopefully. So if we've all got all of these tools, why are some people doing it out, like making a massive success, and some people aren't? It's just what you put into it. If you work for 2 days out of the week and then the rest of the time you go, oh, I'll just do it the next day, then it's not gonna work the best it can. If you do a little bit one day and then you do loads another day and then you do a little bit another day, that's not consistent enough. Even if you're just doing like an hour every single day, be consistent with it, and what you're doing in that time, make it the best that you can do in that time. So don't just scroll through Facebook. Like I always say this to people, like if you're just scrolling, you're not building a business. Like you need to scroll with purpose and intent. Scroll with the idea in mind that you're looking for a customer, or scroll with looking for a team member. Don't just scroll to be nosy. Like that's the biggest thing that some of us go wrong. Sometimes that's me. I could sit and then I realize I've scrolled for like 15 minutes just being nosy. Like stop being nosy, start being business minded, like start trying to help more people. And then this girl called Charlotte, she left the end of hers with do today what you can, so tomorrow you can do what others can't. So the more and more you build your business every single day, there'll become a point where your business is so overwhelming and so big that that you'll be able to quit your job, or you'll be able to have an extra £500 in your bank account, or whatever it might be, whatever goal you set for yourself. And then you'll be laughing because you'll be able to do then what those other people only wish they could do, but they didn't have the courage to join the business. And be open-minded and look for opportunities. So don't always just think about it being on your Facebook wall or your Facebook timeline or whatever as your business. Like you need to be looking elsewhere. So again, like I said about, I'm adding people, looking for people that I want to join my team. So looking for opportunities everywhere. So in terms of who you are, like you might be in some groups, so go through those groups, start making friendships with people in them groups. Like I'm in a group called Babies Due in April. Well, bloody hell, I hate it in there. They just all chat a load of useless rubbish, but I tell you what, I'm in there and I am chatting the useless rubbish with them. And out of them people, I reckon I've got about 30 customers over my last 6 months from that group, because I'm chatting away, I'm chatting with them. Sometimes I'm actually sat at home rolling my eyes to the back of my head whilst I'm typing, thinking, what on earth am I doing? But this is just building networks with people. Like some of them have turned out to be like really lovely girls, and like I have a really good relationship with them, not just as customers now, but as like people I'd love to have in the team eventually. But if you're in any groups, that utilize those groups. I get added to so many groups all the time. And now rather than just delete myself from the group straight away, which is what I used to do, is just instantly leave the group, I now do a couple of posts in there just on like someone else's post. I'll never be the first one to kind of like open a conversation. And then I'm adding those people, because if you post in there, if you just go in there and add all of the people, half of them won't accept you. But if you go in there and make your face known, do a few comments or whatever it might be, then people will recognize your name. So when you add them, it's not quite so weird. And then it just gives you this new network to expand onto. So especially if like your mums and stuff and you're in mums groups, like when I was breastfeeding, I was in breastfeeding groups. And so I was like being added to loads of groups like that. So I'd do a couple of comments on there, then I'd add them all. And then those people would become people that watch my profile. And then they look at my story, because I'll share my story on my profile once a week or something. And then they become my customers. So like be open-minded, like look for opportunities everywhere. And like Jane said on the school run, I didn't read that whole comment, but like wherever you come in contact with people, like talk to them about your business. And then one person on the day, Dan Aldridge, said third party phone calls are like essential for him. So what he means by a third party phone call is if any of you get someone that's interested in the business, then send them to me. And let me do the hard work for you. So from my point of view, I'm now doing this business full time. I have started at the base level and worked my way up. I do it and I get more than a full-time income, and I do just like an hour or two a day. So rather than you have to kind of do the groundwork for any of people that want to come in and join the business, then send them my way. Set up a 3-way call or a 3-way messenger with me, you and them. And that's for anybody in the team. Like utilize me as your stepping stone to helping those people get on board. Because sometimes like a lot of people go, oh, well, I would like to join you, but you've only just started. So I'm going to wait and see what you do and watch you for another 6 months or another year and see if you're successful. Well, we don't want them to do that. We want them to join now. Like we want to help them right now. So use me as your stepping stone, as your third party phone call. So I can phone them. I can speak to them over Messenger. We can do a Zoom call 3 ways. Like I've done it with some of you before. Like that's really key. Like don't be afraid to ask me to ask me for help. Like I'm more than, like that's what I'm here for. I'm more than happy. And sometimes like some of you will message me and say, oh, I've got someone that's pregnant, or I've got someone that's breastfeeding that's not sure if they can take the product. And if you've not been in that position, it's quite hard for you to say this is what you can do or this is how it will work for you. So just set up a 3-way call with me and I'm more than happy. So Dan actually said he does this all of the time with all of his team. So for example, like Jane, if you had someone that's a bit interested in the business and they were and ahhing, maybe, because like some people will just instantly go, yeah, fine, sign me up, wicked. Some people will need more persuasion. So rather than you having to do that groundwork of persuading them, say, I'm going to send you straight to my upline, Danny, she'll speak to you, etc., etc. So they're really good. Online/offline events. So events are really essential. So we did do one which was an online event, and so I think we probably need to do more of those. So I'm going to sort of have a little think about doing that. So an online event, for any of you that weren't involved in it, is basically like an event page like on Facebook. Like you'd set up your event, and then inside that event at a specific time, so say it was a Friday at 7 p.m, it would never be a Friday at 7, but whatever, like I would go live and give like a business story, and then somebody else could go live and give like a product story, and so it's basically like do an event but for anybody. So anyone can tune in. Okay, I'll speak really fast. Anyone can tune in, and anybody could do these. So it basically means if you've got customers or potential customers all over the country, world, whatever it might be, then they can join in on these online events. So definitely something to do. If you want more information on those, then we can discuss that in the team page, or you can message me, which is fine. One activity just want everybody to do is the stick man activity. So if you've not already do it, then do it. So you need to draw a stick man on the page. Can you see my stick man? Here he is, just here. That's me, nice and slim. And and all around it, you need to write all the things about you. So what things you love, what things you do, if you've got kids, who you live with. Basically, this is a stick man that represents you. Do it in your own time, which is absolutely fine. And then from that, find people like you. Find groups that fit into those categories. Follow people on Instagram, like follow the hashtag shopping, or kids or dogs or shoes, whatever it might be, but they're your kind of people. And so something on that stick man will cross over with all of us. All of us here will have something in common, but there'll be some like Paulina lives in Germany, like that won't be on my stick man. So like there'll be something on everyone's that's different. Like I'm a dance teacher, some of you won't have that, etc. So do it, find those people that are like you. So the best people to join your team are the people that you've got things in common with. And so finding all about you, like self-development and digging deep about who you are, like really thinking, like think outside the box as well. Don't just think of the obvious things, think different, and find them groups on Facebook and add those people, because then you will instantly from day one have something in common. So it might be that it's already about weight loss, it might be that you've got kids, it might be that you do breastfeeding, whatever it might be, but you can find those people based upon you and your stick man, and every time it might update, and so really kind of channeling on that. So that's really quick. Like I'm literally like foaming at the mouth. I'm trying to speak so fast now, girls. And my last thing just before I get cut off is the trial group. So our next trial group is starting on the 15th, which I think might be Monday, but whatever, it might not be. So everybody should have like at least 2 people in there. It's free. I am doing all of the work for you. Offer this business to absolutely everybody. You haven't got to do any work other than tag their name in 3 posts a day. I am doing all of the work. Jane has just got, we can definitely get more than 2, Paulina. Jane has just got a lady that's just signed up. I don't know if she's hopped on the call tonight, but so Valerie, that name? Has done the trial from last month. She's got enough orders. She's now got a fully signed up business and is now making money from our business. And that's because I have done all of the groundwork. And it's not, I don't want any like praise, congratulations or anything. Like I'm totally doing this for you guys. But utilize it, like really use it. Speak to all your friends, your family. Like I'm getting one of my friends on it this month. I'm getting my sister to do it with me this month. Like literally anybody, they've got nothing to lose. It costs them nothing. If they're already using Facebook, they might as well grow a business. So it launches on Monday. So start shouting about it on your Facebooks. Start private messaging people direct. And that will be another success. So that will start on Monday. I've already done a welcome video in there. I think time is up. Possibly, yep. So I'm going to love you and leave you all. I'm literally at the end of my notes anyway, but I've got loads more that I'm going to scribble down ready for next week. Anything you want to know, then obviously pop me a message, and I'm sure Paulina will upload this to our team group. And don't forget to use the support group that I done. So the Fearless Movement support group, it's got the starter manual, it's got pictures, it's got packages in there, literally everything you can think of. So if you're new in the business, or even if you're not new and you're stuck for